Shout out to Pinky Doll.
She had to do what she had to do.
Shout out to Pinky Doll, yo. Real talk. Give her that little $15.99.
I gotta pop this pussy to save my children.
So let's get into. Okay, we'll stay in the reality TV bubble.
Okay.
Did you see what happened with Drew Sidora?
I loosely know what happened with Drew Sidora. I know that whatever happened with Drew Sidora, that bitch is trifling. I don't know what happened, but I feel negative energy from you that I don't like as a woman. So
So y'all just saw the clip. So what happened was, Shawty, let me get the girl's name.
While we were shooting, Monietta came and we were kind of talking about, the whole Courtney thing.
You called your cousin-in-law a bitch. You said the bitch said Drew. I definitely did not say that, Drew.
So Monietta sent me the video.
How does it make you feel?
That was for you. How does that make you feel? You don't have any particular reaction or feeling like that was unnecessary.
I've heard Kenya call you a bitch.
But this is
I've
family
heard,
business.
I've heard Marlo call you a bitch and y'all are cool.
But it's not just about the word bitch. You don't know her. You just met her like yesterday. This is who she is behind her back. She'll be quick
Behind
to...
our back? What'd she say offensive to me?
Look, if I don't rock with somebody, you don't rock with somebody. If you don't rock with somebody, I don't rock with somebody. That's like just marriage 101.
If there's a real reason to not rock with somebody.
Okay, her calling me a bitch and then lying about it is okay with you? Ralph said, your feelings. My definite struggle is me not being able to share my feelings and feel valued and feel heard. Let's just not talk about this anymore.
I'll talk to...
Because
Let me
that's
talk
just
to...
not the response I would expect from my husband.
So Kenya,
Ralph,
Marlo,
I'm done.
and Candy
Ralph,
called you a
please,
bitch.
please
What do you want me
stop.
to do? Attack them and say, don't call my wife a B? Some things is really not worth it.
Okay. What in the motherfucking world?
That's
So
why I said
remember
let me
when
talk to her
Courtney
now.
at the retreat said she doesn't use that language?
Oh, yeah. She says she doesn't use
that.
the word bitch.
Oh, okay.
She looked me right in my face and said she never said it.
Well, Allison, you've called Drew a bitch before. So, I mean, listen, it happens.
Let me help you. If she called her a banana, she don't like it. How about that? So if it's something that bothers her, that's all you start with. That's it, Ralph.
Allison, I got this. Trust me, please. I got this. And I already
Because you
said
just
it.
brought me into it.
No,
I'm sitting here
no.
washing dishes. You didn't have to say that.
And
you
so,
say
Drew,
stuff.
like I said,
Okay, I'm going
You're
in the
missing the
shower.
whole...
She basically called Drew a bitch, right? And he saw when he walked in. He heard, asked her what was going on. And she was like, such and such called me a bitch. And he was like, everybody calls you a bitch. And she took that completely south. I was confused.
That's not the time.
Because I was confused because that's something I would say. I'd be like, people call you a bitch all the time. It's just part of the game. And she didn't.
It's not the time.
I seen it as I learned. So it was Courtney Rhodes. That's who called her a bitch. And I guess it was like a reason, like I said, because she doesn't really use that kind of language and all that kind of shit like that. But then she's on Candy's podcast. I don't know how old this is, but she's on Candy's podcast that says she's been a better friend to him for 6 months than she's been a wife for 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Side bitch energy. You got a side bitch aura.
Is that side bitch energy?
It's side bitch coded.
It's side bitch adjacent.
Yeah, it's like in the side bitch neighborhood. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Is it side bitch though, or is it giving bird? Cause like
It's giving both because all side bitches are immediately birds.
No, but she come on, cause if you the side bitch, you gotta have a little more decorum. You can't be out here talking about our relationship in relation to my wife.
A good one.
Like you gotta hold it down. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she's giving a side chick. I think she's just using something that women don't like to do.
Maybe she's just stupid.
No,
maybe she's just a bad side bitch.
No, it's just like when you start talking to a guy and a girl that you know or a girl that you kind of cool with or cool with one of your homegirls just say, oh, me and him used to talk. That's all this is. Except in a bigger scope. This all this is me and him used to talk.
But in the past 6 months?
I'm saying now she took it to another level in regards to
that's not
our friendship compared to your wife your marriage.
I don't
But
like
no,
that.
I mean, I feel you. But she said what she's saying is the same thing to that. She just trying to hate. That's trying to throw that hate where it's like, oh, your nigga made me laugh, so we together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And why are you even making other women feel as a little bit comfortable to come up to me to say shit like that?
I can't help that I'm a
like,
superior
no,
man. No, I can't help.
Stop being friends with other women and confiding in them and telling them things. Because why does she feel comfortable enough to call me a bitch? And then why does she feel comfortable enough to go and tell people that she's a better friend to you than I am a wife? I'm about to put hands on both of y'all.
I can see where when a nigga is fly, it just happens that you just make women comfortable. So they will feel like, oh, this is my best.
Don't make women comfortable.
It's been girls who didn't know my middle name. Okay? They didn't know my middle name. They couldn't tell you a damn thing about me in the grand scheme of things that felt like I was their soulmate. Okay? So y'all do that.
Y'all was wrong.
Y'all will do that. They were. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Give you applause. You know what I'm saying? But it just that happens. But I can see where I can see where I would do that. Where you telling me that I may not have read the temperature of the room and I know it was that serious. And when I hear a girl say she called you a bitch, it's like, well, what the fuck? A bitch about what? Like, I'm trying to see the whole story now.
No. When I tell you some shit like that, it doesn't matter what the whole story is. You need to be on my side immediately. Somebody just called me a bitch.
But it wasn't a man.
She just spat in my face.
It wasn't a man that called you a bitch.
She just spat in my face. You don't need to go do anything, but you need to be on my... That whore! Why? She's wrong!
Well, maybe he is sleeping with her then.
Yeah. Like if I came up to you and was like, somebody called me a bitch, you'd be like, who called my baby a bitch? And if that's not your reaction, we have a problem. So I understand.
But I can see myself making a joke.
Even
like
if I am a bitch and everyone always calls me a bitch, they are all ops to you.
I would feel like if it was a man who did it, you would start with that. So if I hear you saying,
nah, if it's a man who did it, you got to go fight him.
Of course, but no one's saying that. We're talking about in this situation. If I'm walking up to you and you talking to a family member or a sister or whatever about a situation, and I just hear y'all girl talking.
If it's a family member or a sister, that's different. But if it's a random woman who you have a connection
but I'm saying that's who she was talking to in the clip. She was talking to her sister about it. So I'm saying if I come up to you and you're talking to a family member or somebody like that, and you say somebody called you a bitch, I'm going to assume it's a light occurrence.
So she wasn't even talking to him.
No.
So he just gave his unwanted opinion for no reason and made it worse because he could have just shut the fuck up.
I mean,
he could have been in his head like, damn, babe, she was probably right. You be a bitch sometimes. And he could have just kept that in his mind and kept his marriage peaceful, but he's fucking her and he doesn't like his wife. And now they're divorced.
Well, I mean, it happens like that sometimes. So, I mean, sometimes
like that's not the reaction of a man who loves his wife and is not.
I don't think you can't put it into that kind of simple term.
I feel like I can because they're now divorced.
Now, but we can say he didn't love her. You can't say a man doesn't love his wife if he responds like that.
I genuinely do feel like that though, because if I feel okay, a tiny bit too serious, but if I tell you that even if another woman fucking verbally abused me, you need to be like, what? Why? Not what did you do immediately? Like, are you not my person?
No, I feel it. It's just like, I guess in his mind, and I can see it's in a realm of this too, where it's like, especially if I hear if it's another woman, it's like, okay, well, it's not that big of a threat. You know what I'm saying?
You could be like, oh, what happened?
Yeah. I mean, I feel you on that. But I could just see where you just not taking it as serious because it's like, huh? Like,
I feel it's okay for you to not be on my side, but the only other response is what happened. You could take a neutral, like, give me more information.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
But immediately, like, you a bitch. She was right. That's absolutely insane.
Yo, hey, man, you got to make sure your side woman ain't talking about y'all sidiness in public, yo. Have some respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect my wife, but you got to respect her. You know what I'm saying? Talking about in the side bitch situation. Yeah, I'm not saying in real life. We got to clip that one up like that.
Because I said, what?
But that's how I be feeling. Like, I hate when niggas get caught cheating and niggas start making jokes and then they be like, oh, don't disrespect my wife. You disrespected my wife. Nigga, you disrespected your wife. You disrespected her when you fucked another bitch. Don't tell me don't disrespect your wife when you disrespecting her. Nigga, it's free game. This smoke is up. If you ain't a real nigga to tell your wife, hey, I'm about to go fuck this bitch later.
Ooh, no.
Then nigga, you don't do it.
Oh, no.
Don't act like that then. I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ.
You can't go out there and do that. I hate that shit. Hate that shit.
I mean, yeah, if you gon'
Once you get caught cheating, that means you don't respect your wife and it's up. It's time to go. Jokes is ready.
Yeah.
Load them up. Get them in the clip. We got all the jokes. If she take you back, we got jokes for her too on that. That's just real shit. Damn, I just set myself up. Luckily, I'm a superior man.
Yeah. Shout out to my husband.
All right.
What's next, baby?